Have you been carrying so much that even resting feels like guilt? If that's you, pause with me, right here, right now. Settle into your seat. Let your shoulders drop. Unclench your jaw. If it feels safe, close your eyes. Breathe in slowly, and then let the exhale be a little longer, like you're telling your body, "It's okay, I'm here." You don't need to fix your whole life in this moment. You only need to return to it. Some days feel like the same story repeating, the same worries, the same tension, the same mistakes. But life isn't a stamp that seals you forever. It behaves more like a river, shaped by what you feed it, guided by the direction you choose. And direction is built from small decisions, not dramatic transformations. So take one gentle choice now. Soften instead of tighten. Listen instead of react. And begin again instead of giving up. Let this breath be your first step back to yourself. You're not behind. You're not broken. You're learning to live with clarity and kindness, one calm moment at a time. If this helped even a little, stay with me. We'll keep walking this path together. As you stay with your breath, notice what the mind does next. A thought will appear almost automatically. Maybe worry, self-criticism, resentment, or a quiet fear about the future. Don't push it away. Don't chase it. Simply recognize it as a passing visitor. You can name it softly: thinking, worrying, judging. This is not a battle to win. It's awareness returning. In daily life, so many outcomes begin right here, in the private conversation you have with yourself. When the inner voice says, I'm not enough, the body tightens and the world feels smaller. When the inner voice says, I'm learning, the chest loosens and possibilities reappear. This is not pretending everything is fine. It's choosing a kinder lens that reduces unnecessary suffering. Try a gentle shift. If a harsh thought arises, meet it with a compassionate response. This is difficult, and I'm doing my best. If anger arises towards someone, add one layer of understanding. They may be struggling too. A single kind thought is a seed. Repeated with patience, it becomes a new habit of mind. One that grows into steadiness, clarity, and peace. And that peace is not distant. It begins in the way you speak to yourself right now. Now, let your attention drift to the idea of home. Not the perfect version, just the real one. A family is often where our nervous system learned what safety feels like, what love sounds like, and how conflict lives in the body. You may not be able to rewrite the past, but you can choose one small action today that changes the atmosphere. A gentle message, a brief check-in, a softer tone when you would usually defend yourself. Not because anyone deserves it in a fairy tale way, but because you deserve a life that feels lighter. And compassion does not mean losing yourself. You can be kind and still have boundaries. You can say calmly, I can't do that, but I can do this. This is emotional maturity in practice, steady, respectful, and honest. When you bring that steadiness home, you're not only improving relationships, you're healing the part of you that learned to brace for impact. If this is speaking to you, please support the channel. Like this video, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs a softer way forward. Your support helps more people find these calm, practical reflections. And if you're willing, leave a comment with one intention you're choosing today, so we can practice together as a quiet community of hearts learning to live with more peace. Now we bring this calm into the places where pressure usually lives: study, work, and the quiet expectations you carry. You don't need a sudden burst of motivation. In fact, motivation is often the result, not the starting point. What changes life is the small, repeatable step you can take even on low-energy days. Ask yourself gently, what is one helpful action I can do next? It might be opening your notes and reading a page. It might be clearing your desk so your mind can breathe. It might be sending a message of gratitude to a mentor, teacher, or colleague who helped you. It might be completing one meaningful task before you reach for distraction. These are not glamorous actions, but they build something powerful: self-trust. Each time you keep a small promise to yourself, your inner world becomes steadier. Anxiety loses some of its authority because you're proving, quietly, that you can act with care. This is the kind of confidence that doesn't need applause. It feels like calm strength. And if you stumble, don't turn it into a story of failure. Return to the next step. Begin again. The path is made of returns. Over time, those returns become a new pattern, one shaped by responsibility, kindness, and clarity, rather than fear and avoidance. And now, let's close with something simple and true. Your life is shaped less by dramatic moments and more by what you repeat in ordinary ones. Like water shaping stone, small choices, made with awareness, quietly change the direction of a whole future. When hardship arrives, you don't need to ask, "Why is this happening to me?" You can ask, "What kind cause can I plant right now?" A calmer response, a kinder sentence, an honest apology, a responsible step. These are not small in the way they feel later. Before you speak when you're triggered, return to the breath. Before you judge yourself, return to compassion. If you make a mistake, repair it without punishing yourself. Learn, then continue. This is how a gentle heart becomes strong, and how strength becomes humane. If this meditation brought you even a little peace, please support the channel by liking the video, subscribing, and sharing it with someone who could use a softer moment today. Your support helps this space reach people who are quietly struggling. And if you'd like, leave a comment with a simple intention, something you want to practice with kindness. We don't have to heal alone. We can walk together, one calm breath at a time.